Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. We just hit 35.2k subscribers. Can we get to 36k by the end of the month and beat LTE? Please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. But before we get started, I'd like to take some time to tell you guys about My Patriot Supply. As Americans, we need to be prepared, and that includes avoiding the long lines at the grocery store by stocking up on disaster food supply, and there is no better disaster food kit than the ones over at American-made My Patriot Supply. Take action so you're ready for what's coming and save $100 on a 4-week emergency food kit when you go to my special website, preparewithredeagle.com. Those that know what's coming are preparing today. Go to preparewithredeagle.com. That's preparewithredeagle.com. And in today's video, we have to talk about bellwether counties. And I tweeted about this earlier today. I made 2 tweets. So guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Follow me at RedEaglePatriot for good daily political and electoral analysis, a lot of maps and things like that, a lot of data, polling data broken down at RedEaglePatriot. The link to that is in the description, so make sure you guys go follow me there. So I went ahead and made several tweets about bellwether counties, this one talking about national bellwethers, talking about Vigo County and Valencia County. And the bottom line is the traditional bellwether counties are no longer bellwether counties. Vigo County in Indiana, the demographics prove Trump can win it even in a Biden landslide. If we look at Indiana back in 2016, Vigo County went for Trump by roughly 15 percentage points. It voted to the left of the state by roughly around 4 to 5 points. In the state of Indiana in 2018, yes, this was a close race between Mike Braun and Joe Donnelly. Joe Donnelly lost by just 5.9 to 6 percentage points. Donnelly was able to just narrowly win Vigo County. So it's voting to the left of the state by roughly in the 4 to 6% range. Vigo County is no longer a bellwether. We really don't have that big bellwether anymore, but there's one more called Valencia County, New Mexico. Now, Valencia County, New Mexico is a very interesting one. If you look at it, it definitely voted for Obama by 2%, then it went and voted for Trump by 8%. But the kicker in the 2018 elections were that even in 2018, in a D+9 national environment and in a race where the Democrats won New Mexico by 15 percentage points, Valencia County still went red. So you can see here that Valencia County voted Republican in a race where the Republicans had no chance in, and definitely if you look at the demographics, a lot of it is Hispanic voters. If Hispanic voters move in Trump's column 1 to 2 percentage points, he basically has the county down. So in terms of it being a long-standing bellwether county, it doesn't really seem like it's going to add up. We need to find new national bellwether counties to determine what is going to happen in this election, because it doesn't matter. Biden could roughly win nationwide by 10%, 15%, and these 2 counties probably still go to Trump based off things like trends, based off things like swings, trends, things like that. So when you have the people in the comment section that don't understand how elections work and they go off and talk about, oh, Trump only won the Midwest by a combined 100,000 votes, that means he probably is going to lose it again because Biden is more popular than Hillary. That's probably the comment that the left is using, and it's a very, very inaccurate one. Based on the factor, they'll throw the midterm elections in there, acting like midterm elections have really any say over the ensuing general election, other than certain trends and turnout and county patterns and things like that. It really doesn't matter, doesn't add up. So the bottom line is we don't really have any bellwethers, and it doesn't really seem like the trends are the key thing, are going to play out very well for the Democrats' chances of winning any of the bellwether counties that have been historically so accurate leading back to the 1950s. So here's what I did. I proposed the crucial swing state bellwethers for the 2020 election, and I gave them based on states. And I will go over some of these really quickly, notably being Tarrant County, Texas. Tarrant County, Texas is probably not going to flip blue. It would take a big Biden landslide. It would take a Biden victory in Texas, and God knows that's probably not going to happen. Even when you weight some of these early polls that say, oh, there's a tie in Texas, 45-45, if you weight them properly, it really shows Trump up like 50-40. So Trump very well could actually improve in Texas. I'm not saying it's going to happen. You do have things like demographic change. You have things like other types of demographic change, like people moving from California to Texas, although you do have a lot of conservatives moving from California to Texas, so it kind of evens out on that front. But the trends in Texas aren't favorable to Republicans. But Tarrant County, I think Beto was a fluke. It's basically been on point with the state. It voted for Trump by 9. It voted for Beto by like 0.1 when Beto lost the state by 2-3. So it's a fairly accurate bellwether. I actually do expect Trump to win Tarrant County. It's going to be one of the most populous counties in the country that he will win. However, it's not going to be like 9 points or what it was back in the day. I think Bush won it by 20. Romney won it by 15. Trump won it by roughly 9 or so. He's probably going to win it by 4-5, and that's going to be enough, and he is going to win Texas, so that's really it for Texas analysis. Arizona is a key one, Maricopa County. Trump could technically win the state of Arizona and lose Maricopa County simultaneously. If you look at Arizona back in 2016, if you look at Maricopa County, Trump won Maricopa 47-44, 47.7 to 44.8, actually more like 48-45, and that's roughly what he won the state by. It's a very good bellwether. If you look at the Senate elections back in 2018, if you look at the 2018 Senate elections in the state of Arizona here, what you basically saw was that Sinema was able to win Maricopa by a few percent, and she won the general election by a few percent. So it's a very good bellwether. I do not see Trump performing as abysmally as McSally did. I really do see Trump winning like 49-47. If you look at the presidential level, the Democrats have not cracked 45% in Arizona since 1996, even though it's been closer in some years like 2000 and 2016 compared to other years like 08 and 2012. I still would expect Trump to win. I don't think Biden will crack, 47%. He's going to need 47% or more. So on that front alone, there were a lot of votes in Maricopa County. If you look at the precinct map, you saw in places like Mesa, places like Gilbert, a lot of Mormons voting third party. And while some of them might do that again or vote Justin Amash, or some might vote Biden, the vast majority of them probably will come aboard to Donald Trump. And in my opinion, that will save Arizona from his column. So Maricopa is a very, very big bellwether county that people are going to have to watch and people are going to have to analyze. Minnesota. Actually, let's just go in order here. Let's start with Michigan. Michigan, Saginaw County. So if you want to go back to the Senate election here in the state of Michigan, if you look at the state of Michigan here in 2018, Saginaw County was right here. It actually voted for Debbie Stabenow by roughly 5 percentage points. And why is this important? Because Stabenow won by roughly 6. So it's very much a bellwether. And if you look at the presidential margins in the state of Michigan, it voted for Donald Trump. It voted for Donald Trump by roughly 1%, and Trump narrowly won the state of Michigan. So it's not exactly the pinpoint bellwether county, but it is still very important. And when you look at it, it does seem like it's voting with the state. It's definitely voting with the state. Some people are going to say Kent County is going to vote with the state, despite the fact it voted to the left of the state, or voted to the right of the state by 7 points in 2018. And in 2016, Kent County actually voted to the right of the state by just 3%. So actually, it trended red, which is interesting, although it very well could flip, and Trump simultaneously holds the state of Michigan based off trends. Trump improves in some of the rural areas. So I don't think Kent County is the best bellwether. I actually do believe the best bellwether to use is Saginaw County. In Wisconsin, it's a different story. In the state of Wisconsin, it is Kenosha County. Racine County, they used to say, is a bellwether, but it actually went Republican in the Supreme Court race, where Republicans got completely whacked in last month because they had the Democrat primary on the same day. So Racine is not a bellwether as much as Kenosha is, although I do believe Racine voted for Obama and Trump. It's not a bellwether county anymore. The county of Kenosha is definitely a bellwether. It voted for Donald Trump in 2016. It also voted for Tony Evers in 2018. And it's definitely a swing county. It is to the left of the state by just a little bit. but it's going to be very telling. Kenosha has always been a bellwether because it does have some rural parts to it. It also has some parts of it that are more like suburban Milwaukee and to an extent exurban Chicago technically. So Kenosha is going to matter come election day. Trump has to basically go down to that area, do some rallies in Kenosha, get it done, and he probably will get it done. I think he will win Kenosha. Kenosha and Saginaw, they're actually very similar counties in my opinion, although Saginaw is kind of like a mix between Kenosha and Racine counties. So interesting stuff when it comes down to it. The other counties of the other states are Pennsylvania. A lot of people are going to say Bucks County, and Bucks County is a bellwether. Center County, although those are kind of going to be reaches. Center County has trended away from the Republicans, although if you look into the potential for the students to stay home in the fall, that could mean that it could very well move right. And I'm going to go with Northampton County being the actual bellwether in the state of Pennsylvania. If you look at Northampton County, actually, it voted for Tom Wolf by 16 to 17 points in 2018, and that's what Tom Wolf won the state by. In 2016, it voted for Donald Trump right here. It voted for Trump by 4 points, despite not voting Republican since 1988, which is actually the last time a Republican won Pennsylvania. It's been the white whale for so long. Pennsylvania's been the white whale, but now it apparently seems like it is within reach of Republicans. The white whale is now Minnesota, which we'll talk about in a minute. But Northampton County, there's also Erie County. Erie County went for Trump. That could very well flip back, and Trump could still hold the state of Pennsylvania because Trump will improve in places like rural Pennsylvania. It's very possible Trump improves in some parts of the state. So that's, again, a very interesting county we're going to have to look at. Florida, Monroe County. This is a small county, and it's not really going to mean much. Trump could lose this county and still win Florida. Obviously, Pinellas County is going to be one of those bellwethers. Trump won it. Duval's going to be a bellwether, although Trump won it, and the Republicans that won in 2018 in the state actually underperformed in Duval, and Duval is probably not going to go to Trump again just based off trends, although Trump could do better in Miami-Dade. He could do better, maybe not Broward, but Miami-Dade, potentially there's potential. If Ron DeSantis was able to get close to 40%, Trump got, 34? He very well could improve up to 36, 37, and he'll hold some of these other margins, but Monroe County is important. Ron DeSantis won it, and he won the state. Actually, Bill Nelson won it by 50 votes, and he only lost by 0.2. It voted for Trump in 2016. It voted for Trump. It also voted for Obama in 2012 and I believe 2008. So Trump won Monroe County. He's probably going to win it again. It's kind of a far-fetched bellwether. Pinellas is another one to watch, or Pinellas. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. I've heard both ways, but Pinellas is going to be a close one to watch in terms of margin of the state. So I would watch both of those counties being the bellwethers come election night in the state of Florida. So we move on to the state of Minnesota. I'm going to propose two. Blue Earth County is one I'm proposing, but Trump technically won the county back in 2016. But at the same time, it seemed to be a bellwether for things like the Attorney General race in 2018, the governor's race in terms of turnout. It actually voted to the left of the governor's race. In the AG race, it narrowly went blue, just like the AG race narrowly went blue. So it's possible that it could swing back to the Dems column. However, Joe Biden, and it is a college town, and Biden's turnout in college towns has been absolutely abysmal. So it's very, very possible that Trump could hold it and still lose the state. That's why I will also propose the county of Washington County. It's exurban Minneapolis. You could even say rural Minnesota on the Wisconsin border, kind of closer to Eau Claire there. And basically, Hillary Clinton won Washington County by 2%, and she won the state by 1.5%. And I pulled this data up here. It's been a bellwether, I guess you could say, for the past couple of cycles. Not 2004 or 2000, 1984, I believe Reagan narrowly won it, so it's been to the right of the state for a while, but it is kind of suburban. It could be moving to the left. There was a big third-party share in 2016, so it's definitely going to be a county to watch. And the last county on this list that I'd like to take a look at is New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, I'm going to go with Hillsborough County, New Hampshire. 2018 in New Hampshire, Chris Sununu won the state by 7 points. He's a pro-Trump governor, but he's a perfect fit for New Hampshire. And he won Hillsborough County by roughly 10%. Donald Trump in 2016, if you can look at this. Hillsborough County, I believe that's Manchester, and Trump's been doing fiery rallies in Manchester. He narrowly won it. He won it by 0.2%, and Hillary won the state by 0.3%. So it's voting roughly with the state. Although Trump won it and lost the state, it's going to be a bellwether. It's going to be nearly dead on the state. So we're going to have to watch Hillsborough County. That's where the votes are coming in. Trump is going to have to go there, do fiery rallies, run up the margins, which is exactly what he did back in 2016, what he tried to do and what he's been trying to do before what's happened now with this whole thing that's going on where he can't do rallies. But when he was doing rallies, he was going to Manchester. He was getting crowds of like 20, 30,000 people, and it was doing great. So hopefully he can energize voters. Hopefully he can energize voter turnout in Hillsborough County in New Hampshire, and hopefully that can give him the state. So those are roughly the counties, and I didn't do every swing state. Of course, there's counties in Ohio. There's really not a county I could find for Georgia, though. I was looking in Georgia. Obviously, some of these states are more swing states than others. Obviously, Michigan's going to be closer than Texas, for those of you who don't know. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Also, if you have another county you'd like to suggest as a bellwether, comment down below. Follow me on social media, join the Discord and subreddit, donate to the Patreon, and subscribe. Star links in description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.